Okay, Aries, we're going to be doing a Celtic cross. So, yeah, I have already prayed. Let me pray again for a minute or so. For Aries. Okay. Okay. Okay, now let's see what we got. We start right here. This is going to be your present situation and the energy, the obstacles you face right now. So, yeah, let's see what you got. Okay, the Hermit. So, what you're facing right now, it feels like some healing. You may be going through a lot at this moment where it feels, oh my goodness, okay, someone's feeling a little hopeless, but you're not. You know, allow the Hermit to guide your way in your current situation. You know, this is showing that it feels like the obstacles that you face can have to do with healing, and they may feel like they're hidden, but they're not. You need to find a peaceful, oh my goodness, it's almost like being alone in a bit, because the Hermit can be about, you know, solitariness, you know, being with yourself, finding your own wisdom and guidance. You may also want to talk to someone who you feel like is someone who can give you guidance. We'll put it that way. Someone with a lot of wisdom. I feel like that, you know, inner searching yourself is what's going to really help you find the answers and the solutions to this situation you're dealing with right now. So it feels like that, you know, it's going to have to do with, or it has to do with you really reaching within. So whatever you're dealing with has to do with you going within and finding a lot of answers, because you'll find a lot of answers you aren't really thinking you're going to find within. I feel like you can give your own self a lot of these answers. You won't even need anyone else to clarify things for that. And then the immediate challenge, you know, the energy that is blocking or influencing your situation. We got the King of Pentacles. So it may have to do with money. Your situation, the challenge may have to do with finances, money, not wanting, you know, maybe you're holding back. Maybe you're clinging too hard to money, or there just isn't enough of it. There's something, though, to do with finances, it feels like. This also, if this has to do with work or something where you can make a lot of money, you're going to come up with the answer yourself. So, yeah, it's that type of feeling. Okay, and then we have the root cause, the foundation or unconscious energies that your situation is based on. So what is it? Lovers. Ooh, okay. Now, some of you are like, no, I don't want anyone, don't have anyone. This could be also a relationship of a friendship. Or, you know, it's a relationship. It could be also a choice between two. That's affecting the situation. It could be different for different people. But money has got something to do with it. I'm going to tell you right now, though, there's a feeling like for someone that this is a passionate relationship, or someone wants a passionate relationship with someone, there's a lot of chemistry, a lot of, yeah, tied up chemistry there. I mean, it's kind of off the charts, so to speak. Really. Okay, and then we have the recent past, what you have just left behind that affects your present situation. Okay, third party. Third party. That's what this feels like. Someone's left behind something that was a third party. If this was, a third party relationship, like, yeah, it's almost a feeling like three's a crowd. So, because if you look at these two, yeah. So you left behind something that was third party. Someone may have cheated. And now, it's like finding your way. I feel like you're going to find your way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, with that Hermit. And if if you're wanting something that's very spicy or something, yeah, right here. Lover's card. Wow. So in the recent past, you may have dealt with some double dealing, some cheating, or some third-party energy of some sort. If it wasn't cheating and it had to do with work or something like that, that could be third-party too, where something didn't go your way because, there was interference. Yeah, and it caused a big problem. There was a big rift right through the whole, yeah. That did not help you out at all, it feels like. And then we have a message from above, information from your higher self regarding the situation. This card also could be signs, from your spirit guide or universe, God, your angels. Knight of Wands. Okay. Yeah, and that comes right after that recent past, dealing with a player energy. So, okay, for whoever was dealing with the third-party energy, someone was a player, played games, and that caused a problem. It caused a real problem. Whew, that's some heavy energy right there. I feel like with that being the message from above, it feels like you're being told to watch. Don't jump into things. Don't just trust everyone. That King of Wands can often be a player energy for me. But, be aware of everything before you allow it. Be aware of how things are going to make you feel. Because I feel like someone's having a really hard time now because of whatever this was that took place. And it's like, wow, why did I even do this, now? But, yeah. I don't know whether someone cheated on you and you took them back, or whether you done something, cheated on someone else. And it's like now, it's like everything has to be kind of healed and put back together. If this has got to do with work, ugh, my goodness, you're just dealing with someone who really, yeah. And it feels like, you're being basically told, don't trust everyone. Stop trusting everyone. You can't trust everyone. It's just the way it is. And it's like someone just pulled the wool right over your eyes or over someone else's eyes, but it affected you in a poor manner, it feels like. Totally does. And then here we have the immediate future. Likely events that lie just ahead of you. Just ahead. Whoops. Queen of Wands. Look at that. Okay. For me, what I'm getting from that is I'm drawn to that fire. You're going to be getting a lot of information. You're going to be finding out things. You need to take it as graceful as you can, but stand your ground. Yeah. You're going to be finding out things, I feel like, that, have had you healing, have had you wondering, searching with that Hermit, going within, figuring out, oh yeah, you're going to have a lot in your way. Oh yeah. But that's good because it feels like it'll help you going forward. It's going to help you, it feels like. And down here, we've got the Nine of Cups. Oh my goodness. Now this is, this card is your thoughts and your feelings. Ask yourself, how are you feeling about the matter at hand? Well, if we go by this cup, This cup shows that going ahead, you get a hold of things, you get a grip, and feeling like things are working out in your favor. You know, that Nine of Cups is a wish come true. That's a wish card. But that's also, if you look at how he's holding it up, you know, that, and look at the smile on his face. So that tells me that you're going to be feeling in your thoughts and your feelings like things are finally coming together. Things are finally straightening out and happening in the manner that you wanted them to all along. That's awesome. And then here we have other people's thoughts and feelings, how others' opinions influence your situation. So the situation. Three of Wands. Yeah. So other people's thoughts, you know, it's like they're just waiting around for something to happen. You know, that Three of Wands waiting for your ships to come in. Well, they're waiting to see what's going to happen. They're waiting. You know, they've got one wand in their hand, two stabbed in the ground. They're just waiting to see. They may be doing some talking amongst other people. I don't feel like I don't feel like they're going to have their opinions going to have an influence on you and what you do going forward. I really don't. I just don't. I don't feel like it's going to matter. I feel like you're just, you know, you're going to do what you need to do for you. That's what it feels like. And then we have your hopes or fears, what you hope or fear out of the situation. The Sun card. Awesome card to get. So this has got to do with your hopes, not fears. This is hope for happiness, for sunniness, for brightness. And I feel like, you know, with this card being out there in outer space, this is like for wishes coming true, for everything to tie together. Look at all of the planets. You know, everything to orbit together, and orbit in the way it should, moving the way it should. Oh yeah, you've got big hopes for things to really just go in the direction they should. That's beautiful. That's got a good feeling to it, this does. And then we have last, potential outcome, likely outcome of the entire situation. Page of Pentacles. Good news coming. And, you know, that's a pentacle. So this could have to do with money. It could have to do with good fortune. You know, it feels like also if this was like a divorce or something, then you may be looking for something good to happen out of it. You know what I'm saying? Fortune coming your way. This has got a good feeling to it, though. It's really does. So keep your thoughts positive, and really do that soul searching that you need to do over here, and you know, allow yourself to be shown what you need to see. Be open to seeing, and have your eyes open, your ears listening. You don't have to do a lot of talking to pick up on what people are really about. Yeah.